What's up, you stupid fucks? In these videos, I'm going to show you how to build a bathroom for $1,000. Somebody would come in and charge about $8,000 to $9,000 to do this. I'm going to show you how to do it for about 10% of the cost. Let's go. What's up, you stupid fucks? Angry Ange here. I'm fucking back. On this episode, we're going to show you how to do a fucking bathroom. Now, I'm going to do this bathroom in a few parts, not just one fucking video. That's what that means. All right? So first things first, this is the bathroom in my fucking house. We had a leak upstairs, as you can see on the upper corner. And I've obviously moved the fucking plumbing already to the other wall. That was prior to this fucking happening. I was originally going to patch this fucking bathroom, call it a day, because it's the bathroom in the basement that nobody fucking uses. So I was just going to let it be, patch it with white tile and call it a day. But since the fucking since the fucking leak, I'm going to change out everything. We're keeping the tub and we're keeping the toilet. They're in really great shape, no damage. And it's a nice little cool little design. It's an Art Deco design. If you don't know what fucking Art Deco is, pick up a fucking book, educate yourself a little bit, understand what we're fucking doing. It's a type of design back in the 20s to 50s, I believe. If you need some fucking more help to fucking understand what it is, look at the Empire State Building, all right? As you see where this fucking leak came from, everything's in tough shape. So I'm sure we're gonna fucking replace some type of wood back here. And kind of interested to see what the fuck happened. So it's gonna be a really easy fucking video. We're only fucking done with it. So you're gonna need a few tools, hammer, chisel, pry bar, maybe, if that. Then we're gonna protect the tub and protect the toilet. And let's get going. All right, first things first, you wanna shut off the valves to the sink. Now there's a hot and cold, you know, because there's a hot and cold on the fucking faucet, there's a hot and cold underneath the sink too. That's how it works. So shut them off. As you can see, one of them keeps spinning, and I'm gonna have to address that later on. So once you get that off, you wanna disconnect the you wanna disconnect the faucet from the water source, and then you wanna disconnect the drain from the bottom. Now, you might need some channels like this to help you out. Real simple. Try not to fucking hurt yourself. And if you're uncomfortable with this, call a fucking plumber. Because all you need to do is fucking fuck up a pipe the wrong way and you got water everywhere. Also, it'd be a great idea to know where your water shutoff valve is just in case you fucking hit that water pipe so you can shut off the water. Think smart. Let's not work fucking hard. And just because you're fucking cheap, don't mean you gotta fucking fuck up everything. Just take your fucking time and be patient. If you don't understand how things are done, look on YouTube, call a friend. I'm sure a lot of people have done this before. It's a real simple concept, just taking off the pipes. I'm going to save these because I might use them later. So keep them aside if you want to do the same. This is fairly new for me. I think we've got this put in maybe about 8 years ago. In pipe life, that's not a long fucking time at all. So these pipes are still in good condition. So keep them to the side and we'll address it later. All right, let's get this fucking thing out of here. Next step is you'll want to plug the drain of the tub. You don't want anything going down there. Worst mistake that could ever happen is getting something stuck in your fucking drain. After, since we're saving the tub, I want to protect it as best as I can. Throwing 2 tarps down, 1 tarp on the bottom of the plywood, putting a piece of plywood on top so I can stand like a gentleman and work like a civilized human fucking being for a change. And what I'm doing is I'm going to put a piece of foam on the bottom, on the side, so I can protect it if anything falls or whatever. Next, you want to start taking the shower apart. Shower and the tub filler. So I've actually put this in about 3-4 months ago. That's why the holes are in the center of the tub right now. I was going to patch them. So these are fairly new. I'm actually changing the color of these, so I'm not going to reuse them, but I'm going to fucking keep them because, you know, it's about $100 something and I could fucking use it for another project. So I'm going to keep this, try not to damage it as I take it off, and I'm going to save it. The shower handle and the shower head was pretty simple taking it down. It took a little bit of screws and a little bit of pushing and pulling, but I got it. The fucking tub filler, that's a motherfucker. You're really gonna have to fucking try to get that one off. Alright, you fucks, since all the fucking plumbing is now taken care of, now it's the fun fucking part. You gotta go take a fucking hammer and now you can start breaking the fucking walls. Now, don't go fucking crazy and start smashing every fucking thing away. Work like a fucking gentleman, alright? Take off pieces at a time, work clean, try to keep the dust to a minimum. Because remember, you're in here, you're the one fucking breathing it. And you're the one that's going to be cleaning this shit up. No one else. And by the way, you'll be cleaning more than you'll be fucking working. Because you want to work in a clean environment. Now, there'll be certain situations where you're gonna have to really fucking hit the tile and break it a few times, breaking rows at a time just to kind of get in there. But this is actually tile on sheetrock, nailed on sheetrock, not even screwed on sheetrock. As you can see, I could be pulling all fucking boards at a time, which is simple. They're heavy as a motherfucker, but they're simple to take down after I break through a few tiles. And if you would be so fucking kind to like and subscribe to this fucking channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. So once I got through those tiles, now it's gonna be, a little fucking pulling, because there's actually the whole place of this fucking bathroom has military crates around it, which was pretty fucking cool to find. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. But I only used a pry bar and a hammer for most of this, so it's very simple demo. You don't really need much tools. It's pretty clean. You can do this in a day. It's as you see, the fucking boards are coming off very simple. So the only thing to be aware of where plumbing lines are when you decide to go fucking haywire on these tiles, as you can see where the plumbing was, you should assume plumbing's in that area. Just be careful when you start breaking open the walls that you don't hit a fucking pipe. Because like I said before, you hit a fucking pipe and water gets everywhere, it's a fucking disaster. And also make sure you know where that fucking water shut-off valve is. Moving on to moving this fucking mirror. Now this is a wall-to-wall mirror and it's glued on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna duct tape the fucking mirror in a grid and I'm gonna hit this with a fucking hammer. Now, it's a fucking mirror and it is glass, and make sure you put your fucking glasses on for this. So I hit this fucking mirror with my hammer, my framing hammer nonetheless. It's a fucking heavy hammer. I forgot how many ounces, 32 ounces maybe? And I hit this several times, pretty significantly hard for a fucking glass. Nothing. Now, I'm thinking everybody thinks I'm bullshitting, I'm using a fucking fake hammer. So I decided to hit one of the fucking old soap dispensers, just so people fucking know that it's a real fucking hammer. As you see, I readjust the camera and I hit this thing with the same amount of ease as I hit the fucking mirror. Now, when I fucking go back and hit the mirror, bam, it fucking breaks. Like I'm a fucking jerk off or some shit. So I hit the mirror a few other times, crack it up a little bit. Now I'm taking it down piece by piece. Because remember, it's fucking glass. You want to keep the shrapnel to a minimum. If glass, make sure you wear your goggles. I should be wearing a mask too, but I'm not. Make sure you wear your glasses so nothing gets in your fucking eyes. And take your time with this. There's no fucking rush. It's a fucking mirror. It is what it is. You don't want to cut yourself. I should be wearing long sleeves too. So do as I say, not as I do. I've also been doing this for a long time and I kind of take safety precautions. As much as I fucking curse a lot and you think I'm a fucking a rock star here, I take my fucking time. The initial getting through the mirror is the hardest part. Once you can get something underneath it, it comes off pretty simple. As you can see, there's not really much that's holding this down. So I don't know why it was so hard to break in to begin with, but whatever, we're getting it. See, I'm taking a few more shots, kind of breaking it up a little bit. Now, what's good about the tape and what people ask what the tape does, it holds it together so it doesn't just start shattering and breaking everywhere. As you can see, it's not a tempered piece of mirror. I don't even know if they make tempered mirrors. I guess they do. I can't imagine they don't. But this is old school. I think this was put in 40 years ago, I think. I think when my parents bought the house, they put this in. I'm not too sure, but I don't think they was. A good way of getting rid of this is putting it in a box. What you do is break it up in small pieces to fit into a box, close up the box. And what I like to do is I also like to put the box in a bag so it's easier to hold. Putting it in the box prevents it from piercing through the bag, obviously, and the garbage man will take it, no problem. Don't make it too heavy. Glass is actually heavy if you pack too much into it, because if it does happen to break, you're going to get glass everywhere and it could potentially hurt somebody. So try to be safe when you do this. So here I'm just trying to finish up, take off these last few pieces. So let's just watch me be a fucking schmuck here, trying to cut this shit away. But believe it or not, for only being glued on so a few areas, it was really on there. They glued it to the top of the molding, and it was a motherfucker to try to get off. So I mean, that was my actually biggest issue with this. Just the way it was glued. I probably should have gotten a ladder too to stand on, but I didn't fucking do it. So I was really stretching for that one. Just getting these last few pieces out of the way so we can fucking work like gentlemen around here. Pretty much took everything down, the whole mirror at once. Wound up taking this board down, the tile, Everything came out but the ceiling. I left the ceiling. Some people gave me shit for leaving the ceiling. I mean, I did take down the mold, so there was no work up there. So I figured there was no need to take it down. It was in good condition. It wasn't soggy. It wasn't broken. It wasn't anything. So it was fine. I left it up there. Saved me a few dollars. Saved me some time. Now, what was cool was what I found underneath this wall. Apparently, this house was built with a lot of military crates, and this is what I found. Captain Ruth Shannon lived in Jersey. I looked up the address. Pretty cool. I think this was World War II because this house was built in the early 50s, so it makes sense it would be World War II. But what's even cooler is the fact that if this is a female with Ruth, I think it is, she was a captain in the military. Now, back then, obviously, women just breaking out with their rights and stuff like that, that's a cool fucking find. It's that she became a captain in the military back then. That's totally awesome. I actually took this board down and I saved it. So I'm going to do something with it. I just didn't think it was, the right thing to do is to cover it back up for the next, 70 years. So I kept this piece. I think it's dope. Going to do something with it. And thank you. So demolition was easy. I got rid of everything for about $40. Just needed bags. This is what it looked like. Swept a lot of times. It was a fucking pain in the ass. Make sure you subscribe, like, follow me on this because this is going to be an interesting build. Catch you on the next one. Later, you fucks.